Good morning. Apologies if you were just joining me. I just had to restart my live stream, so hopefully you have found me again. I'm not having the best luck with live streams lately. That either like something goes wrong with the streaming software I use, or like the dog goes crazy. It's always in the first couple of minutes. Once I'm started, I'm fine. And today I had something stuck on my face. So I thought, do you know what? I've only just started. I'm just going to go again without something stuck on my face. Because also, I spent the first minute of the live stream posting on Instagram that I was on a live stream. It was not the best live stream, okay? And no one had joined me in the first minute or two. And I thought, you know what? Nothing lost. Let's go again. Because yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I will say it again. How are you? How was your weekend? My weekend was interesting, and I need to put something about it on social media because I'm like reflecting about what I want to say, because I want to say something all kind of like deep and reflective, and I'm just making sure that what I want to say, like I've reflected enough on what I want to say, and it is relevant to this live stream today. So I'm going to briefly talk about it now. Might talk about it later as well. In case you're new here, by the way, I do 3 15-minute writing sprints. So that's what's going to happen today. So this weekend I had my retake of my second Dan karate grading, and I failed again. So what happened was I went up in June and I passed 2 of the 3 elements, and so on Saturday I was retaking one of the elements. And I got one thing wrong, and you get a chance to fix it, and I just could not fix it. My head is not very good at processing things like that, and they gave me some other corrections that I could fix. This one particular thing is something I struggle with, and I just couldn't, for lots of reasons, couldn't get my head around it. And it would be wrong to say that I am not bothered. I'm bothered, but I'm not like devastated, or the way that I feel is like, oh, that's annoying. It's more like that. It's more like frustrated with the fact that I couldn't get it together, and also that I didn't say, actually, can you just tell me that again? Like, I didn't get it. But then there's an aspect of, you want to be like polite and respectful, and you might not look very good if you go, sorry, I don't understand you. So it's like frustration. But what I want to post on social media about is the sense of the sort of reflecting on failure. I mean, in this instance, it's something I can just do again. It just means it's going to take me longer. But I mean, that's frustrating because I should have passed, So you have all of that. Like, it's the same when I did my driving test. And I've done other things where you're like, oh, we've all had that, right? But it's that sense of like the fact that it didn't work out for all sorts of reasons doesn't matter. I think that's what I'm kind of reflecting on. Like, it's just, I'm still who I am, and my abilities are still my abilities, and my personality is still my personality. Like, nothing has been affected by that experience not going better, if that makes sense. And I think there's lots of things in life where you thought something would go a certain way and it doesn't, and it doesn't matter, if that makes sense. And I want to put that into a coherent way and put it on social media later, of the kind of like stuff. We all have stuff where it doesn't go to plan and it is disappointing, and sometimes it can be really disappointing and really make you feel bad about yourself. And in writing, there's a lot of like, I posted something on Facebook today, I shared something another author had written, that lots of things, like a book doesn't turn out how you wanted, or it doesn't sell like you wanted, or the reviews aren't what you hoped, or whatever it might be. We have these like setbacks where it's disappointing. You think, oh, if I'd have done this like this, or why did that happen, but I feel like I'm just kind of going, well, like it's fixable. Even if it wasn't, it doesn't matter. It's not like one of the big life things that really, really matters. Anyway, I want to put something coherent on social media about that later. I could waffle for ages about it. But we need to get into things. Morning, Angel Faye. Apologies, I ended my live stream and started it again. I saw that you had joined the one that I started earlier, but yeah, it doesn't always go to plan. It's one of those mornings, right? What am I writing this morning? I'm not sure because the manuscript I'm working on is about karate. Does that feel a little bit too sensitive? Probably not, actually. So once I have started the live writing sprint, I'm just going to see which manuscript decides to open itself in front of me and what I get into. Let me know, as always, what you're writing on, whether you're joining me live or whether you're joining me later. Doesn't have to be writing things. You might want to be working along with me, doing something else, doing your emails, doing your admin. And yeah, thanks. It can happen. It happened to me in the past. Yeah, like we've all been there. So yeah, I'm just feeling a bit like, ugh, not down, just like disgruntled. But I'm fine. It's one of those things. But I went to a fun party afterwards, so there's that. Right, let's get into it. I've been talking for far too long, so we're going to do a 15-minute writing sprint, and then we'll have another chat for just a little break for 5 minutes. So 3 lots of 15-minute writing sprints with 5-minute breaks in between. So talk to you in a mo. All right, I'm back. Hello. Let's take a break for 5 minutes. How are you? What did you get up to? I decided to work on the karate book after all. I've done a couple of hundred words because I actually want to write about what happened. So it's probably quite good for it to be fresh in my head and it is relevant to what I'm writing. So that's what I'm doing. As I said to you earlier, if you were here when I started this live stream, I'm not it's not like I'm not going to be sitting here crying while I'm writing it. Okay, like it's, as I say, it's just it's disappointing, it's not upsetting, but there we are. So that's what I'm doing. What are you guys up to? Let's see. Angel Faye is outlining a series of reverse harem that I wrote 6 stories prompt. Cool. Yeah, let me know what you guys are doing. As I say, if you're not watching live, you can still pop it in the comments. So I mean, it's going to be a while before this karate book makes an appearance. It still needs loads of work, and obviously then the whole publishing process. So you won't be seeing it soon. I also need to send the soil book, which I announced last week, Thursday, I think. Yeah. We announced the title and shared one of the pieces of art for it. So take a look at my social media if you want to see that. It will be coming next year. I do know the date, but we're not sharing that yet. But yeah, I need to send the text off to the editor. I have been saying that for weeks. But as I say, on all of these live streams, life is really busy. It will be for another, like this week and next week, and then it calms down. I just like suddenly had running through my head all the things I've got to do even before that. I am teaching 3 days a week at the moment, which is a lot. As well as that, I volunteer on a Monday, so I'll be going out to volunteer later on today. So I have a half day today, which obviously that's what I'm doing at the moment. And then on Thursday, which is my other writing from home day this week, I've got a call. I'm trying to think in the morning. And then I've got to like sort out YouTube video. I'm not sure what I'm going to film yet. I haven't decided. So like stuff I need to do, I've got to try, it's not going to happen, is it? I need to try and edit and upload 4 audiobooks because they all say that they're copyright 2024 and I wanted to get them up before the year ended. I think somewhere I have a recording of me saying copyright 2025. I need to speak to the what do you call it, the studio, because I'm sure if I have, I'll check for it because I actually think it is in one of the recordings. But if it's not, then I can just insert that line because I said it on one of the recordings. I've got 4 books I'm editing. I've done 1, but I'm pretty sure on one of them I accidentally said 2025 and then said, oh no, scrap that. I need to say 2024. So provided I've got that, I can just like paste it in. Because I just thought it would be quicker than it has been, and I don't have any time. Because yeah, just teaching a lot, so I have to do that. Also, it's my daughter's birthday coming up. Her birthday is on 23rd, and I started a tradition in our household where for their 6th and 12th and 18th birthdays, I do them like a printed photo book, and I put loads of effort into it. It's like this big deal, and I know that my daughter is really looking forward to her 12th birthday one. And she knows, like if she was watching this, she knows. I am just, I've got to get that done because it needs to be ordered. If not, I have in the past, I think for my son, I had one that was a couple of weeks late. I know she'll forgive me because she knows what I've been up to. She knows I've been working lots and preparing for the grading. That I failed. I feel like it's one of those like not legendary, but you know the story that comes up of like, oh yeah, I failed my second down 3 times. I know other people that have failed more times than that on various downgradings. Like as I've said before, I'm not how many times we're going to say it? I'm all right about it, and then it's like I'm all right, genuinely am. So let's get into some writing. Another 15 minutes. As always, I'm gonna mute and so forth, and we'll chat again in 15 minutes. Enjoy. Hiya guys, that was another 15 minutes. How'd you get on? I wrote a little bit. I'm on not I'm not writing particularly fast today, but I got a little bit done. This book is coming up for 15,000 words. Obviously, that means there's loads more to do, but it's just slowly coming along. It's not unusual for this to be the only writing opportunity I have at certain periods when I'm really busy with teaching. Sometimes this is the only time I get to sit down and write. What I am hoping, I know I've said this on here before, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself, because I'm teaching so much at the moment. My theory is that I won't need to teach very much in the new year, definitely between January and March. But then after that, it potentially can continue. So if that's the case, then that means basically I want to go back to my old routine of writing for about an hour, sometimes more, in the mornings. Whereas at the moment, I just have so much to get into that even that hour I just can't afford because there is just so much to do. And I'm keen, for example, for this YouTube channel to keep going because you have to keep feeding the algorithm, stuff like that. And that takes time. And plus all the million and one other things, sorting out school visits and admin and things. So yeah, I need a little bit more time to be able to allow myself the creative time to literally produce the content that is the basis of my job. But yeah, hopefully in the new year that should happen. This year has just been super, super busy for various commitments and teaching. So for that reason, things are sort of slow. Charlie George says, what am I writing? I'm working on a book about karate at the moment, as well as editing a contemporary fantasy that I wrote that needs a lot of work. So, but typically in these writing sprints, I work on the karate book because I find that when I'm editing, I talk to myself. And you guys do not need me to be sat here mumbling. Not that you'd hear me because I'm on mute, but I would look like a crazy person. So I usually save that for afterwards. My ideal writing routine, let's say, would be to write for an hour, edit for an hour, and then spend the rest of my day doing all the other things. But in order to do that, I need to have at least 3 days of writing, if not preferably more. And in the new year, I should be working from home every single day until March, pretty much. I might be doing 1 day a week teaching at the very most. So that's sustainable then. And then hopefully from there on in, that pattern can continue. I've got some things going into place that should mean that I can earn some more money from writing, which means I can displace the teaching. Anyway, when it all happens, I'll update you guys because I think it's important to talk about about money and about how for a lot of creatives we have to work a second job because we have bills to pay, like we don't want to starve. But then that limits our time and our production and our output and all of those things. So it is definitely something that I will share, but that's the goal. That's what I'm hoping for and what I'm working on. So I'll just keep chipping away at it. But this side of Christmas, there's not a lot productively going on in terms of writing. In terms of all the other things, there's loads. For example, I'm producing 4 audiobooks at the moment as well, and I have to sit and edit that. School visits taking up a lot of energy. I've been working on some marketing stuff that hasn't come to anything actually. I've spent quite a lot of money on marketing, and I think what I'm going to do is save up a little bit more and then invest into some sort of support from a consultant because I'm just not getting anywhere with marketing, paid advertising, I should say. And so I think I need somebody to have a look and see what I'm doing wrong. So I've tried lots of things and it just never works. But there we are. Because I really would like to have higher numbers in terms of sales, both direct sales, but also that translates through to people buying from other outlets that they prefer. And I'm just not getting anywhere with it. I have like low numbers of sales most of the time, unless I'm in person. So if I go to an event or I do a school visit, then I sell a lot of books. But I would like my business to be able to sort of tick over online, and obviously increase my income that way. But I need to get my ads working for that, because I don't think social media is powerful enough really to drive sales without the money behind it. So yeah, that's a thing. That's the thing I'm working on. Um, but I can't share anything about it because I haven't really been very successful with it. Um, okay, let's do another 15 minutes. This is our last writing sprint. I hope that you get something productive done. I'm going to carry on with writing this section of the karate book. Hopefully, I'll get it finished. Cool. Right, let's go. I'm going to put myself on mute. Enjoy. All right, guys, that's us done. I guess it's not a writing break actually. I'm just going to take my banner off and just have my name. There you go. I got a little bit done. Today is not a productive one. I am going to have a sit for a few minutes. I was going to say it's more like a couple of hours. I've got a couple of emails to write very quickly, and then sort of plan out the rest of the week, as it were. So that's what I'm going to get up to. Sometimes after these writing sprints, I do carry on writing for a bit, but I think today is not the one. But the more that I get done now before I head out to do my little session of volunteering, it kind of means that when I'm working on Thursday, I'm a little bit more like organized and ready. And sometimes I can do bits in the evenings and stuff as well. So I'll see what I do. I've got some social media bits that I need to get like scheduled and planned and stuff as well. So I shall do that. So let me know what you're up to today and what you're up to for the rest of the day and all that stuff. I will be live streaming next week and the week after, and then I think I will break for Christmas because the week after that, I mean, that becomes complicated. I can't think what day of the week Christmas is actually on. What would it be? The Friday is the 20th. Yeah, so the Monday I think is my daughter's birthday, so I can't I can't live stream then. And then in between Christmas and New Year is like, you know, lots of family stuff. So I'll be back probably when the kids are back at school. As I've said before, sometimes in the holidays I can manage because the kids will go off and play or do other stuff, but sometimes I can't. So yeah, I think that I've got two more, one more. What's the date today? The 9th. Yeah, so oh my goodness. Or is it one more week? One more after today, maybe. Where's the calendar? Oops. Can't remember how to do calendars. Oh dear, I am tired today. Where are we? The 9th. Yeah, so just next week, sorry then. And then I won't be here on the 23rd. Can't see myself being here on the 30th. But the 6th is possible. So there'll be a little break, but I will schedule live streams anyway. So if you want to join me next week, I will be here at 9:30, and I will set it up. So yeah, look out for the scheduled writing stream, and then you can. I think you hit a thing and it notifies you that I'm coming online. So have a look for that one. Angel Faye, I'm glad that baby is all chill now. I remember trying to balance writing with a baby. It's not easy. So I'm wishing you lots of sleepy dust and writing luck. Right, I am gonna snuggle up in a blanket and finish off working for the morning. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.